This time on Red Dirt Diary and Off Mango Racing, suspension. In this episode, I'm here in Melbourne with Steph, and today we are going to be doing the suspension. I'm pretty excited about this part. Steph's done a great job with all the bar work. The car's looking really good, but today is the day that we do suspension, and that is thanks to Superior Engineering. I'm very grateful that we're going to be racing on their gear, and based on what this car looks like right now, Steph, I think it needs it.
It really needs it. We are so lucky that we have found a venue that is clean, well lit for us to be installing this Superior gear. So we've headed down to the team at Roadrunner Off-Road here in Pakenham. They are experts in setting up off-road vehicles, winch trucks, your everyday four-wheel drives. And we came down here and we said, hey guys, what Superior gear should we run? And they said, you need this stuff. So we've ordered it, it's been delivered, and now we're putting it in the car.
And I'm glad we have help because I'm no petrol expert, so I think we're going to learn something while we get it done. Let's go. Okay, so just doing a quick run through, making sure that we have everything, and all is looking well. Fun fact, we are going with a 2-inch kit because Stephanie and I are really big believers that we just want to be as low to the ground as possible. Considering that we're going to go super fast and have all the zoomies, I don't really want to be sitting on like 4 or 5 inches. So we've opted for that, which means it's going to make it a little bit easier to build because it's not a major amount of extension that we have to do. The driveline of Patrols is pretty good to begin with anyway, but considering we're just putting in a 2-inch kit, makes it even better. So we've got all the gear here, and now it's just trying to see how... When was the last time you reckon any of these bolts were undone, Steph?
I'm going to say 10 years.
Steph said 10 years. Considering I just built a 99 model Toyota that had no rust and had a one-lady driver, I really struggled to get the bolts out, and I'm looking at this and I'm a bit worried.
Yeah, so we can't support the gearbox cross member to drop it to get the drop boxes in and support the diff at the same time. So we're going to put springs and shocks in, that'll hold the front up, then move the stance to back, support that radius arms.
The boys are behind me and they are working on the cross member bolts that go up into the chassis. Bridget and I have been kicked off the tools because they actually don't trust us with this job. The boys have said that they are notorious for getting caught up on themselves. The chassis rail is obviously filled with mud. This car is toured Australia and I don't think it's ever been cleaned. So we're really worried that they're going to cross back on themselves and then it's going to be virtually impossible to get these bolts out. So we've left it to the big strong boys to gently wind them out, wind them back up, hopefully get all of those bolts out without having to break anything. Oh God. When we stripped the car, we took the rear gas tank out, all the factory sound, everything. It actually sat really high in the rear. Yeah. So, do we want to measure the rear springs as well?
Yeah, we'll check them before we put them
and see where we're sitting, because we've gone for a 2-inch for a reason, but we've obviously done our best to relay the information to Superior to say this is about how the car is sitting now. So if we want to make any changes, like, now's the time.
We'll look up the part number and see what they rate. So they generally rate the springs as the amount of constant load that's above a standard car. So you've got the bar on the front, you can have a big winch on the front, extra batteries, so you will have some more weight over the front. The rear will be lighter.
The rear will be lighter, yeah. So if I'm actually not concerned about the rear, but I am concerned, and that's where we want the clearance and stuff. So
what are you getting at? Are you thinking that the back ones are bigger than the fronts? So
yeah,
put the
I'm
backs
worried we're going to be sitting like this.
The main thing is you're going to need every bit of that 2-inch lift to like it. I like the idea of keeping it low, because low, wide, fast is good, stable. But if it sits lower than a 2-inch lift, then you're going to have some clearance issues.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, but we can. That's all right. We can put it in. We can check it, see where it sits.
Yeah.
You know how when the wheels turn, this turns, right? You see this? See this crucial tube? And then the conversation needs to continue. Are you noticing this bit of air? That? We don't have one of those. Where is that, Steph? It's called a tail shaft. You ever heard of it? You ever heard of it?
Yeah, speak to Oakley's father.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
It seems to have been recently sold on Marketplace to fund the project, but now we need to get another one. But a good deal is a good deal, but add that to the list. We need to get a retail shaft. The fact that we're here is insane because we can just get ourselves parts and fix things like this bearing. And I'm taking the opportunity to learn, because even though it is awful similar to my car, but when it comes to assembling, I want to be able to know how to put it back together again, just in case it happens when we're out there, which we're hoping it doesn't, right? Because we're gonna do this so well that it doesn't break when we're out there. So let's get this in. Is it the big or small first?
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
So we thought, while everything's off and accessible, this car desperately needs some brakes. So I said to Cam, can I go shopping down the aisles of Roadrunner? And he said, sure, come with me. Let me show you where the brakes are, and let's get some on the front and the rear of this Patrol, so that when we're going super fast, Bridget's got a heavy right foot, we know we're going to be able to stop abruptly, because there are some washouts that just sneak up on you, and I want to know that we're going to be able to stop nice and safe.
Mechanical ASMR. This one looks really cheesy. Do you want to hear the sound of that crunch? Ready? Good morning. Steph's not with me today. She's actually gone to work, but that's okay, because we are at the end of the tunnel, hopefully, with this suspension on the Patrol build. I'm going to do a quick walk around to show you where we're up to and what the plan is. Come along with me. Number one, her fuel system is currently rigged up the wrong way. So Steph tells me we want to put it back to the factory order from the main tank to the sub tank. So we're going to check that. We're also going to check all the fuel lines to make sure that there's no gunk in them, because she reckons it's running not too well. We don't want to put new fuel in it and then just be adding to the problem. So we'll do that. We have pretty much, watch your head, cameraman, as we walk around. We've pretty much assembled everything that we need. We've got new brake pads, new rotors, and everything is nipped up. The only thing that's not nipped up is one of the remote reses. Just come here, it should be able to see. One of the remote reservoirs on this side is not done up yet. The rear sway bar, what we're concerned about is we actually can mount it, but it's very hard to access the top bolt because of this tank. So we're thinking we're going to drop the tank anyway and then be able to hook this up. I'm also concerned about when this car's on full droop or full travel, that it hits the tank there as well. So that's on my mind. Moving on, what else have we got? The other side we were really happy to see is that the bearing has been recently packed. It was super clean. There was no rust in there. Everything was really nice and tidy. So we put new brake pads on, new rotors, and that side's ready to pretty much get a wheel on and be dropped to the ground. But this side, the bearing was absolutely dog shit. So we're going to rebuild it on this side, and I'm going to take that opportunity to learn the order on how to put it back together again. I'm hoping it's very similar to my car, but just in case it's not, if I learn that now with the expert that I have here, if it cooks itself when we're out in the desert, I should be able to fix it myself, and then put the wheels on, drop the car to the ground, check all the bolts, make sure everything is neat and tidy. At that point, the fuel system should be all sorted, like I was saying earlier. It seems like a really manageable amount of work, but for some reason with this car, something always seems to go wrong along the way. So we're going to get a head start early, and then I'll let you know what time of the day it is when we actually manage to get it on the trailer. But right now, it's 7 a.m. Wish us luck. I'm going to close down this episode on behalf of Stephanie and I. She's going to be here in a few hours, and I'm immediately going to kick off the next one. So if you've tuned in, don't tune out. If you haven't subscribed, what are you doing? Go and do that, because we have 24 days to get this car ready. In the next episode, make sure you stick around for it. We're going to be going through doing prep for the high mount winch, wheels, tires, radios, harnesses, lights, blah, blah, blah. And I'm really excited about it. Massive shout out as well. Our harnesses are basically being flown in the next 24 hours for this. I think it's going to be a late night tonight, and I will see you in the next episode, and Steph will be back. See you there. Get some sleep for me. Someone needs to, and it's not going to be me.